All right, that's it for tomorrow morning, buddy.
I know.
Sometimes the stories showcased on the television show My 600-Pound Life have a happy ending. The person featured loses enough weight to have the weight loss surgery, and they begin a new life full of healthy routines. More often than not, however, the person isn't so lucky. From their journeys to sad realities after the show, here are some moments from My 600-Pound Life that will make you cry. Robert BUCHEL. When Robert began his journey on My 600-Pound Life, he weighed in at almost 850 pounds. His weight wasn't his only problem, as we come to find out that Robert was also addicted to painkillers such as Dilaudid. When Robert met with Dr. Now, he began working toward progress. He was able to shed some weight by learning how to control his compulsive eating. Robert was cheered on by his mom and fiancée Catherine. Robert was 350 pounds lighter after the first surgery to remove a lymphedema mass. Once the surgery was over, however, things in Robert's life took a turn. He became depressed, turning to his old vice, painkillers. He went so far as to pull his stitches out in order to be given the meds. Unfortunately, and shockingly, before his episode was finished being shot, Robert passed away from a heart attack that was directly related to his addiction. James Bonner. James Bonner was one of those people who quickly became a fan favorite after appearing on My 600-Pound Life. He had lost his foot in an ATV crash and turned to food and alcohol, which left him at 650 pounds. While living with his parents and unable to be self-sufficient, James sought the help of Dr. Now. Before our eyes, James went from 650 pounds to around 300 pounds. He followed all the rules, stuck to his diet, exercising regularly. After his episode aired, his success story went viral. James posted daily on social media and was so popular that TLC put restrictions on his photo and video sharing so as not to ruin a later update episode. Unfortunately, James never got that far. He committed suicide by a single gunshot wound to the head in 2018 at just 30 years old. Lisa Fleming. One of the most heartbreaking and hard-to-watch episodes ever to appear on My 600-Pound Life is that of Lisa Fleming. Lisa weighed over 700 pounds and had her daughter to take care of her. Her daughter discovered that Lisa had live maggots living underneath the folds of her skin. Lisa's daughter hoped that this would be the wake-up call that Lisa needed to make some changes. Once Lisa began working with Dr. Now, she initially lost some weight while supervised, but gained it back almost as quick as she lost it. Dr. Now became irritated when Lisa failed to stick to the plan and asked her to leave. Just a year after leaving treatment, Lisa sadly passed away. James King. Sometimes a person's weight gain isn't just about that person, but also about the people enabling the weight gain. This was the case with James King, who appeared on an episode of My 600-Pound Life. At the beginning of the episode, James weighed almost 800 pounds and had a very painful skin disease called cellulitis. His family had been rallying around him. His daughter even dropped out of school to care for her dad. James's dad refinanced his home in order to get James to Houston to see Dr. Now. James didn't have a great start and hadn't lost the weight that Dr. Now recommended he lose. Once under supervision, he was able to lose a little bit, but eventually tipped the scale at 840 pounds, more than he weighed to begin with. Eventually, Dr. Now had to ask James to leave the program, and in a follow-up episode, we found out that James's organs were failing, and Dr. Now had to call Adult Protective Services on James's girlfriend, who was still giving him food under the radar at the hospital. Since his appearance on the show, James's health has gone downhill fast. He suffered from sepsis and the first stage of cirrhosis of the liver. These conditions were completely caused by a fatty liver due to his weight. Sean Milliken. One of the heaviest people to ever appear on My 600-Pound Life was Sean Milliken, who at the start of the episode weighed nearly 900 pounds. He was almost completely unable to get around on his own and relied on others to help him. With the help of Dr. Now, Sean was able to shed hundreds of pounds after becoming eligible for weight loss surgery. Sean was finally able to do things that he hadn't been able to do in years. He could walk around freely, and he became much more independent. After the death of his mother, Sean had to work to be able to handle life on his own. Sadly, in February of 2019, Sean also passed away after complications from battling an infection. At the time of his death, Sean was just 29 years old. Kelly Mason. When Kelly Mason began her journey, she didn't just have a weight issue to deal with. Besides being overweight, Kelly was dealing with a blood clot, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, thyroid issues, heart problems, and arthritis. If anyone ever needed the help of Dr. Now, it was Kelly. She had a wonderful start and was able to drop more than 200 pounds. Dr. Now gave the go-ahead for weight loss surgery, and Kelly almost immediately dropped another 100 pounds. Before filming had even concluded, Kelly lost the battle and passed away in her sleep. The cause was a heart attack. Her heart just couldn't take what it had been through. Dr. Now made sure to make a statement saying that Kelly had not returned to her old bad habits. Henry Foots. Henry Foots has been described as a gentle giant, a fan favorite from the beginning of his journey. In season 1 of My 600 Pound Life, it introduced us to Henry and his struggles with his weight. Henry had a genuine desire to better himself and definitely put in the work. He was able to go from 750 pounds down to a staggering 250 pounds. Henry was an inspiration to so many who are struggling. Sadly, in 2013, while driving a bus, Henry collapsed and died. This wasn't Henry's first experience with dying, as he once said he saw a white light after his second weight loss surgery. Henry had died on the table and had been resuscitated. Henry had then said, "There was the light to take me to heaven, but I wasn't ready for it because there's so much here on earth I haven't done yet." Fans everywhere honored Henry in posts and tributes. It's clear to see that he touched a lot of people. Which journey touched you the most? Is there a story that we missed that you find touching? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.